everyone, this is for Cancer, the sign of Cancer for February 2023. I'm doing things a little bit differently, as you can see this month. We are doing past, present, and future. What didn't make you feel good or doesn't make you feel good, and what does make you feel good in the past, the present, and the future. So we have the energy deck and the past life deck for what isn't making you feel good, and then we have the animal deck and the crystal angels deck for what is making you feel good in the past, present, and future. We have clarifiers with Rider-Waite Mini as well. This is a general reading. If you want more specific information, my website is twinflames3344.com. You can see my details below. I also have a CD out there called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames by Evelyn Stainthorpe. If you want to check that out, it's only $1 for a song. And remember, if you like this video, to like, share, and subscribe. I so appreciate it, and so appreciate you guys just being here, sharing your time with me. I so enjoy this, okay? So let's get going with this. I brought my magnetic little pick one also, so I want you to think of a question you want to ask, and I'll swing the ball for you just for fun, and we'll see what comes up for you. So go ahead and ask a question. This is for the sign of Cancer, February 2023. So I'm going to go ahead. This is for the sign of Cancer, and this will be the answer to your question you just asked. Feel a little bit of stress. Okay, yours is go for it. It was vacillating between discuss over lunch, but it landed on go for it. So there's your answer, Cancer. Go for it. All right, we're starting out with the energy deck here. Okay, and this will be for February 2023 for the sign of Cancer. Cancer, 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 Cancer. Okay, the sign of Cancer. Past, present, and future. What is not making you feel good? Cancer, February 2023. Okay. All right, so for the past, you have financial constraints. So this doesn't have to be financial. It's whatever is making you feel some kind of lack, whether it's spiritual, emotional, financial. The 13 is transition. So anything perhaps you've been transitioning in, what aspect of your life, feeling like the cupboard's bare, that it's empty. This is also, you know, like kind of closet or attic energy, perhaps going through some old stuff, trying to find something that might help you out, that you could sell. So that's coming up in the past, but that wasn't making you feel good. In the present, what wasn't making you feel good is the woman holding a heart. And the 44, which is the 4 of Cups, that could be boredom. Or maybe you're just tired of being in your heart space, or tired of holding your heart for somebody, or being the one who always wears your heart on your sleeve. So this was not making you feel good, being bored, or grounding, integrating, and mastering how to receive love, doing some spiritual work on yourself, or just always trying to be in your heart space, or being kind to others. Maybe you're allowing people to walk all over you. And then in the future, what's not making you feel good is anxiety, which makes sense, okay? So that's not being in the present moment. When you're looking forward to the future and back to the past, it takes you into separation, which then brings up anxiety, as opposed to something that could be excitement or fun. Feel into your solar plexus and love that energy. Allow it to pass through you if it isn't yours. Just allow it all. The 18 is also the moon. That could be romance that's making you feel anxious, since you have the woman holding a heart over here and feeling bankrupt emotionally, and you're tired of this. It's not making you feel good. There's a lot of red root chakra right there. And then the bottom of the deck here is the 28 of the 2 of Wands, which is a choice of path. That can be twin flame energy as well. And this card is very much about victory, crowning achievements, of finding peace. And there's very much Caesar energy here, and actually wearing something natural on your head, you know, like this is more of a natural shape than a crown would be, for example. But there is victory here in finding peace after rest and rejuvenation, perhaps vacation in the sun, or perhaps dealing with the sun. Okay, this could be victory in choosing a path or choosing a place to go on vacation, to just enjoy yourself and rest. But maybe it's not making you feel good anymore. Maybe in the past, you lived for your vacations and fun in the sun and doing things like that, but you're feeling bankrupt emotionally here in your heart with anxiety here and romance of boredom, transition, or tired of transitioning. This is not, whatever's not making you feel good here. And maybe you're feeling emotionally or romantically bankrupt, really void of that loving relationship. All right, so from the past life deck here, I've already pre-shuffled as well in both directions. So this card is both uprights and reversals. Okay. So for the sign of Cancer, and this is for past, present, and future, what is not making you feel good? Cancer, February 2023. In the past, this was karmic relationship reversed. So you might have been going through a breakup here. All right, so this could have been a karmic relationship. The military is also coming up here, right? When you had to send your love away to the military for a year or two and wait for them to come back. Or this could be a breakup here. Either you're tired of waiting for someone to come back, or you've been dealing with a breakup, which has been very difficult, making you feel very bankrupt, perhaps not wanting to love anymore. And the present energy here is galactic reversed. So this is what it looks like upright. So what's not making you feel good right here may be some wounds you have from your galactic family as opposed to your past life families. This could be future families, but also past life galactic families, perhaps not on Earth, but elsewhere. You may be missing your family, right? Because here galactic is not making you feel good, but this is the lack of galactic connection is not making you feel good. I'm now getting, I left my heart in San Francisco. So you left your heart somewhere up here in the northeast, or excuse me, the northwest. The northwest sky. So your star may be the northwest sky. I'm not that familiar with the sky setup. So you can check out the northwest sky and see what resonates with you. There may be a history of yours that you miss a lot. In the future, what's not making you feel good? Again, transportation. And this has been coming up a lot for everybody. You notice this train is crossing a bridge. So again, crossing your bridge, staying in your lane. And this one is also is in the right lane, staying in your right lane, on the right track, which now allows you to cross the bridge, but it's not making you feel good. And there's energy of safe, opening a safe here. This can also be like a bomb energy, like a bullet train is what I'm getting. Like a bullet. Oh, like isn't that the entry or introduction of Superman? What is fast as a bullet? Well, whatever that is coming up. The bullet train, right? It may be full of explosives coming across the bridge. In the cartoons, they always used to kind of have that energy of bringing explosives to the bridge, and also in war, you always wanted to blow up the bridge, and that just came up in a movie that was on Netflix. Blowing up the bridge so the enemy can't get across. And so there may be a big wound for you here regarding taking trains or perhaps any kind of transportation across a bridge, because it could blow up. You may have experienced that. So that is coming up in the future. that traveling by train specifically or crossing bridges, no matter what the mode of transportation, may give you a lot of anxiety here. Maybe it's something that you never had before and all of a sudden it shows up. And that could just be travel in general. And then we have the underlying energy of imprisonment or slavery, but it's reversed. Okay? So once you're freed from imprisonment or slavery, then what? Then you have to decide and take care of yourself. Because, you know, when you're in jail, somebody else is taking care of you. When you leave, you have to figure out what you want. And there's the Colosseum energy coming up here. Right? When the sun finally breaks through, after you've been tortured with animals, fighting lions and tigers and such, and other men wanting to kill you, when you finally get out of that prison, then what do? Right? Because you're in PTSD energy. When you finally get out of the chains, now you have to figure out and tell yourself what to do and heal yourself. There's a lot of healing going on for you. Anxiety about travel, anxiety about trains and bridges, anxiety about keeping in your own lane, right? Not interrupting other people's flow, perhaps being too anxious about what other people think, about getting in other people's ways. That's coming up in the future. And right now has to do with missing your galactic family. And in the past, what might have brought up missing your galactic family is going through a breakup or having waited for someone for a long, long time. Okay, so let's see what's making you feel good in the past, present, and future. So in the past, what's making you feel good is either something that did make you feel good in the past or would have made you feel good in the past if you had done it differently. So if it doesn't resonate with you, it's because it's something that you didn't do, but maybe it would have made a difference for you. So going forward, that would help you. For the sign of Cancer for February 2023, past, present, and future. And this is what makes you feel good. What makes you feel good, Cancer? February 2023. Past, present, and future. What makes you feel good? All right. That felt better. All right. In the recent past here, or in the past, is the Empress. So being the Empress, being abundant, made you feel good. Or perhaps being the one in charge, being able to tell yourself what to do. The Angora rabbit, time to hop into action. Use your natural creativity to bring forth prosperity and success in your life. And this bunny has a heart on their neck with Venus there. So very much about Venus energies here. There's two butterflies in the picture as well as some wheat perhaps. You know, the Empress knows how to separate the wheat from the chaff. Use your natural creativity to become abundant. And this is what made you feel good in the past. Being a mother, being creative, being pregnant even for some of you may have made you feel really good. So whatever this was, you're being called to be present to it because it really worked for you in the past and it will work for you again. So in the present, sorry there, Teddy's just coming in from outside. In the present energy here, what makes you feel good is the Ace of Autumn, which is the calico cat. And they're looking a little bit unsure, or did I do something wrong? They're eating cereal and there's coins coming down all over the place. Pennies. Pennies from heaven. You can expect a windfall of abundance such as money, timely assistance, a serendipitous meeting, or rewarding advice. You may be offered a fabulous new job or promotion or the prospect of a profitable business venture or investment. And maybe you don't trust it here. This is in the present moment. What makes you feel good may be your cat. It may be pennies. Maybe you made an investment in copper and pennies went up recently. So again, this is something very beneficial to you, but you may not trust it. but it makes you feel good. So trust your instincts, trust what you feel. Not what you think, but what you feel. And what's coming up in the future here for you, what makes you feel good, is the Ace of Winter, which is the panda bear, as Teddy comes in, and he's very much black and white like the panda bear. Implementation of your brilliant new idea may get off to a rocky start, but keep going. The challenges will help you refine your plan and reshape your goals into something even better. So if you're afraid of having everything perfect before you start something, they're saying, don't worry about that. Let go of that anxiety. It doesn't have to be perfect at first. Just, follow your instincts, get going, and you'll refine as you go. And we have bamboo here too, which if you want to work with bamboo, you'll always have plenty of it because you can't get rid of it. So that would be a great medium to work with. And then the bottom of the deck here is the High Priestess, number 2, the Divine Feminine, the Higher Self, the Wise Owl. There's a document here or letter or script. It's a very profound energy in this card. You have the 2 pillars across the water, the butterfly, the owl, the wisdom and the freedom, and the moon that's near the new moon right there. The owl says this is a time to pause and reflect, not to take action. Trust in your spiritual gifts as nothing is hidden from your divine intuition. So in the past, you were not taking action. You were very much going into healing energies here. And here's that Roman energy coming up again with the pillars across the water. And it's bringing me into France for sure with the Statue of Liberty and, of course, all of the river going through Paris. The wisdom. It's that very feminine energy of France coming up here. And something written here. Some scroll work. So we have scroll work and scroll work on the columns. So perhaps you're doing some scroll work. But there's this definite connection to Paris here. I don't normally get that. The Wise Owl, and it's a white owl. It does have markings on it, but it's got a lot of white in it. And independence. And again, Lady Liberty comes up because, of course, the Statue of Liberty being shared between France and the United States. And someone who's very wise, who knows their way around words to help you cross bridges. Again, bridging pillar to pillar here. Across the water. Getting wise counsel. All right, so this was making you feel good before you were holding back. There's more of this energy of allowing yourself to be more creative and abundant now because there's a new opportunity coming in for you, right? That may be very prosperous for you, and not to be afraid to go forward when you're not ready. Just allow it to unfold. So let's see what the Crystal Angels has for you. And I'm getting, again, I'm in heaven. Pennies from heaven, and I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. And there's the Green Mile, too, with the green there. So dancing cheek to cheek. The Spirit's connecting with me big time. I'm in heaven. So the Empress here may have someone to dance cheek to cheek with as they've been waiting for someone to come in or been going through a breakup for a long time. And again, to not worry about the details of it, about staying in your own lane, but just allowing it to happen organically, and that you can tweak it on the way. Don't worry about crossing the bridge, where and when and how. Just allow it to happen organically. It's all good, right? This is being worried that it'll blow up in your face. It's all good. All right, this is for the sign of Cancer, February 2023. Past, present, and future. What is making you feel good? Good. First card out is Kyanite. Make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. So again, it was very important in the past that you take time to yourself, to perhaps spend time alone, do some self-work, right? To let yourself out of prison over here, to treat yourself like an empress and be abundant and creative, getting wise counsel, and just the victory of finding peace within yourself. And now in the present moment, you have Sujilite, which is coming up as own your divine power now. Replace codependent people-pleasing with assertiveness and empowerment. So instead of worried about whether or not you're going to bump into somebody else's lane, own your space. That you have a right, you have just as much right to be there as anyone else. So you're coming into your power here, and there could be definitely creative opportunities here or love opportunities here. And it may be with a galactic family here. You may be letting go of karmic families in the past in order to align with your galactic family at last. At last is what I'm getting. And then in the future here is lapis, which is making you feel good. So again, all these stones that are coming up, you might want to use them because they may feel good in your energy or help you shift your energy. Life-changing epiphany or experience. It's a time of big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each step of the way. So this is very potent energy here. So you may be traveling, and look at all the deep blue to purple here. It's very much third eye to crown related here. And if there's a brilliant new idea, and again, life-changing epiphany or experience that brings a time of big and blessed change for you as you're dealing with it here too, right? Something good's coming in, an opportunity, and you're owning your power. And again, saying to don't worry about the details. They'll work them out. They'll work themselves out organically. And then the bottom of the deck here is gold, which came up at the end here for two other signs, but it's coming up in the underlying energy for you that in the recent past here, which is now going away, gold has been very supportive for you. Okay, divine intervention, that God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. And the prayers are of equality, of making and don't make yourself small, and you put out intentions to the universe, to God, to source, to love, to a prime creator. It's about equality of playing on that equal level, because we all are pieces of God. That is the collective energy. So to ask for assistance and be humble, but don't make yourself small. And this was the idea behind this gold and this self-work that you've done in the past, to find your power, to not make yourself small in others' presence, not to act like everyone else knows more than you, as many children do growing up, right? They automatically assume that certain other people have power over them. And this is where you are learning to become empowered in your own knowing. And this is where it all goes forward. But letting go of any anxiety about how to get there or how to cross bridges, that it will all happen organically there. So let's see what the tarot has to say. You may have wounds regarding transportation because you may have lost someone in a war after you married them and they went away to war. Or you may have lost someone to a shift in galaxies, right? Someone left the galaxy. You may have lost someone to bridges or crossing bridges or bridges that couldn't be crossed. So if you have any anxieties coming up, know that it has to do with loss and travel and getting out of prison and having to guide yourself. And learning how to do that, like starting over, it's like starting from being a baby again. You have to take one step at a time. So in the past, what wasn't making you feel good? Is there more clarity on that? What wasn't making you feel good is always being on the go. Go, 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 go. Or being expected to be on the go. Because you may have depleted yourself emotionally, financially, or spiritually by just being on the go all the time and not being still. And this could also be someone expected to serve the family, right? The one who always comes back to save the day, being on call 24 hours a day for the rich family, business, or community here, right? And there's an energy of status here as well. Having to take call at night or be busy at night. And there's that Cancer energy here. It didn't make you feel good. It made them feel good, but it didn't make you feel good. I mean, there may have been a certain satisfaction there, but overall it really wasn't making you feel good. It wasn't your authentic energy. And then here we have again what was making you feel good is the Five of Swords with the Empress. And she was defending her territory there. You know, this can be, right when you're a mother, you very much come into your power because it's this understanding of love in your body as you transform that nobody else can beat. You can't beat that energy of love between a mother and a child. And this is someone either defending her and her honor, or she being very capable in defending herself, and that others, in order to approach her, must then face their own fears of her power. But this was making you feel good. So presently, what's not making you feel good? These just went kind of splat like this. So, and they're crossroads. So it came out the other way, but this is the way I read it. So we have the Fool, which is a lack of faith in oneself. This could be falling, you could fall and hurt yourself, been pushed off a cliff. But then if you're getting pushed off a cliff, then you're saying you're blaming someone else for having taken that fall. Taken a fall, falling from grace, or bumping into something, falling in love, falling out of balance into an inequitable situation that's not fair, not sharing, and then having to heal from loss, regret, guilt, and shame, from a big loss or death or heartbreak, and feeling imprisoned by that. So this is what was not making you feel good. And it very much has to do with love, of putting your heart out there and falling and failing. For some, you might think of it that way. That could be seen as foolish behavior, and then losing balance and not being able to regain it again, and needing to heal, or it taking a long time. And again, there's a galactic connection there as well, of feeling imprisoned and then having to release yourself over here. And what's been making you feel good now? What is making you feel good? All right. And this could be frustration, or a need to be inspired, a need to create, a need to grow. And this is someone saying, oh, I'm not sure if I trust that or not. But it's like you like that you are being in your heart and not feeling tempted or pushed by someone else trying to force their way upon you, right? Because this can be bullying, and this can be abuse, whether it's sexual abuse or physical abuse. And this is someone who isn't fazed by it anymore. So maybe you've seen how much you've grown. You don't feel forced to do anything you don't want to do. Okay, and this is coming together to be creative. This can be any place of co-creation. It can be work, it can be school or church or an art center, a gym, whatever it is where you like to come together to create. There is a symbiosis here. That this is your standard right here, and you're not going to accept anything less. And it's like you're very proud of yourself for being discerning here. There is the Knight of Swords coming in here with a delivery of truth. It's like you're going into your heart to get your messages back here that are coming in through your own channels of co-creation to tell you whether this is good or not. You know, just feeling into yourself to know what the answer is. And this may be even your work. And in the future here, what's making you feel anxiety or not feel good is feeling out in the cold, or making others feel out in the cold, like knowing that you have to be discerning and and go with what is right for you, which you know may hurt others, and you don't like hurting other people's feelings, but you know you have to do it with truth and love. This also could be injuries and illness and feeling left out in the cold yourself. Perhaps, and there's the transportation thing coming up again, injuries regarding transportation, moving, traveling, bridging, war, that someone's more powerful than you. This is someone who's got everything under control, right? They have the two sphinxes there, the polarities brought to the middle and under their control, feeling controlled by the man or by transportation, right? By transportation, you can only cross that bridge if the man or society, the people who control things, have built one. You're dependent on them. And again, this energy of all the world is a stage. And there needs to be movement on that stage if you want to keep your audience awake. And there you go, about the sleeping audience, the world, and waking up, the awakening. So if you want them to wake up, there needs to be constant movement. Because if you stay still, they will fall, your audience will fall asleep. That's a very interesting message. But you weren't feeling good in the past. Perhaps it wasn't your bliss to have to constantly move or travel all the time, or have to constantly cross bridges or shift constantly. And what's making you feel good in the future? Or maybe in the past you did a lot of travel prior to this read, and in the future not so much. This could also be getting a ride from someone else, or you giving a ride to another. Or maybe you had to, maybe you took care of your kids and they were always on the go and you had to drive them everywhere. And you don't so much want to do that anymore. You don't want to go out and drive in the car. You don't want to be in traffic every day of your life. This is in the future, no longer wanting to do that. There's too much anxiety-provoking energy in traffic. And then what's coming up in the future here that makes you feel good? The King of Swords reversed and the Nine of Swords upright. You wouldn't think that would make you feel good, right? This is a lack of sleep. This could be someone who's gone silent. They could be also verbally abusive or lying, or they could just be a negative self-talk, wondering, what have I done? Not being able to sleep. Coming clean, getting clean, cleaning up the act, cleaning up the space. This could be somebody that's not you cleaning up their act. Dealing with bad influences, social distancing, third-party situations, or gossips and drinkers, partiers. Again, coming clean about this kind of environment and breaking patterns. So whether this is you, Cancer, as the King of Swords reversed, or somebody else in your space, perhaps this person you've been waiting on for a long, long time, not sleeping or being in negative self-talk, or being verbally abusive, or not talking at all, or lying about something, and then not being able to sleep, suffering in silence, purging, crying, saying again, waking up saying, what have I done, or having nightmares about it, and the need to come clean here, or coming clean. But this card just coming up can denote a little bit of sneakiness still, but it is about coming clean and getting clean, or just perhaps cleaning up the place to clean out your energy and deal with unfavorable people around you, right? Bad influences, people who drink too much or gossip too much. This can also be antisocial behavior, and whatever negativity is coming up here, they are breaking those patterns, dropping the act, dropping the constant juggling, dropping the facade, right? No more of the day-to-day that doesn't make you happy, and this is making you feel good. So whether this is somebody in your space or in your energy field, you may be feeling this transition, which is making you feel good. because there's some kind of life-changing epiphany or experience. It's a blessed change for you and or someone else who's coming into your space. And a brilliant idea that may get a rocky start, but not to lose hope, but to break patterns and then move on. And again, here's, again, working to align with what wasn't working out in the past after lack of sleep and lack of hope, right? Having a tough time getting something off the ground, the need to come clean, the need to get people out of your space who don't resonate with you or who are bad influences to your energy. Then breaking patterns, dropping the act, no more juggling, right, to make everybody else happy. No more performance, right? Breaking patterns and then aligning with getting your ducks in a row, aligning with what you truly love to do, your creativity here. Perhaps using your hands or building. And then overall, a heated exchange. Perhaps these delays are working in your favor. Delay after delay in coming towards this King of Wands here. Maybe the King of Swords here is this King of Wands in a major transformation here. Healing their heart, healing disappointment, healing in a separation, or healing physically from heart issues. Very uncomfortable dealing with their emotions of an upside down world or the needing to complete something before moving on. And the worst now is over and the bliss is setting in. Defenseless to the energies, but now knowing they don't need an excuse. You don't have to defend yourself. And now, where they may have been stuck or unable to function before, now are able to move forward and perhaps come forward with a practical or friendly offer. That looks very nice. And the bottom of the deck ends up being the King of Pentacles. Okay, after dumping emotional attachments or multiple loads, getting rid of stuff that no longer serve. This could be a breakup with the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the King of Pentacles, right? Getting rid of all their stuff. One's not happy and one is, so they're not agreeing here. Again, some kind of awakening or lack of sleep. A wake-up call to come out and clear everything out, or a breakout. So this can be cleaning out where someone's not happy about it. This could be someone who likes to cling to their stuff. Or this is a breakup, like I said. But the King of Pentacles is in a very good space there. That also can represent really feeling whole and complete, having gone through all the cycles and really have learned and grown and willing to take responsibility for other people and your own actions, but loving yourself first. And let's see what Romance Angels has for you. For the sign of Cancer, February 2023. February 2023 for the sign of Cancer. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And soulmate, that yes, this is your soulmate. And let your friends help. Ask for and accept for support from others. The bottom of the deck is very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And then from my combined Lenormand Reverie and Kipper deck here, let's see what comes up here for you. The sign of Cancer for February 2023. February 2023 for the sign of Cancer. And again, you got confirmation to go for it, whatever your question was. All right, sign of Cancer, February 2023, past, present, and future. And what is your takeaway from all of this? Sign of Cancer. All right, and she came up. She was at the bottom of the deck when we started this. So she's like the power woman present in the moment with her truth and her gifts. She is looking out the window. She may be expecting something coming or waiting for something, someone to arrive. And there's someone on the train. Someone's journeying towards them. And again, this train could represent that one train came across the bridge, but the other train did not. She's waiting for that train to come in, and it is. There's that 10. The 10 is destiny. It's high vibration. This is someone who's got their bags packed. They're ready to go. And the train is very significant for you here. You have the 26 here too. There's that energy of the nose of the train, right? The safe place. Cracking the codes of the 10 of Pentacles, family, business, or community, with the Page of Wands, which is the 26. Being inspired. There's also Libra energy here. So the truth of the 10 of Pentacles, family, business, or community, and the journey of the feminine and the masculine to this place to crack the codes of alignment. And the train is the reign of the top dog. And there's sudden wealth and alignment, hitting the jackpot on the other side of the bridge. The pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. 11777, and hitting the jackpot. And 10 and they're both Libra for me. It's a lot of Libra energy, which is all about balance, truth, balance, and alignment. So this is there's nothing more aligned than hitting the jackpot. That's where all the wheels line up to sevens. And you hit the jackpot. 3-7 is 21. It's the world is whole, it's completeness. And then the underlying energy is the coffin with the 19 of the sun. Right? And that can represent the death of Christ as the coffin and the sun, but also is Leo energy, which is ego energy and death of the ego, as well as a funeral that you may have been to, or closing a case. It's permanently closed and done. This can be a funeral that you're going to. Okay. Regarding pulling up anchor, being lost at sea, right? Cutting anchor from your emotions. The 9 of Swords, which is suffering in silence, of the wounded warrior here, surrendering. Pulling up anchor or cutting chains and flying free. And that could be someone you lost to death, or someone finally freed in death because they were in great suffering or pain. And that may have been a good thing for this person. They may have been very ill. So I hope that was helpful for you, Cancer. It was a really positive read. I hope you got some insight from that. So remember your water, your rest, your joy, your nature. Follow your own instincts. It's 3, 2, 1 on the clock, so jump right in. That's that leap of faith. And rise and be love. Love and rise. It's in their eyes. I'll see you guys soon. Have an amazing day. Bye, guys.